Radical left and the abusively biased, quote, mainstream media is spreading fear and falsehoods over the arrest of hundreds of criminal illegal immigrants. And that is tonight's opening monologue. Now, once again, there's collective hysteria from the alt-radical left over the fact that over the last week, federal immigration officials arrested 680 mostly dangerous individuals in a series of raids. Now, the Department of Homeland Security put out a statement earlier today that reads in part, quote, of those arrested, approximately 75% were criminal aliens convicted of crimes including, but not limited to, homicide, aggravated sexual abuse, sexual assault of a minor, lewd and lascivious acts with a child, indecent liberties with a minor, drug trafficking, battery, assault, DUI, and weapons charges. And earlier today, President Trump, he reacted to those arrests. Let's take a look.
We have really done a great job. We're actually taking people that are criminals, very, very hardened criminals in some cases, with a tremendous track record of abuse and problems, and we're getting them out. And that's what I said I would do. I'm just doing what I said I would do.
Now, of course, these facts didn't matter to the abusively biased alt-left media. Now, take a look at how they covered the story. Watch the hysteria, the breathlessness.
A stern warning to all 11 million undocumented living in the United States, most of them law-abiding and paying taxes and working, that they're no longer safe to stay here.
An enforcement surge in undocumented immigrant arrests, targeted raids, rounding up hundreds of foreign nationals. Is the new administration behind the latest crackdown?
We begin tonight with a growing battle over immigration in this country. Hundreds of undocumented immigrants were arrested this week across the nation in what authorities insist are routine law enforcement operations.
In Texas, video on social media showing a man being detained by an ICE agent in front of a fast food restaurant sends a chilling message.
Now, while fear-mongering, the media also forgot to mention that these raids are routine and in many cases have been planned for a long time. On top of that, the media is now actively working to help and protect illegal alien lawbreakers. USA Today has put out an article with the headline, quote, "What to do if immigration officers come knocking at your door." Really? Well, can you imagine if the tables were turned and a conservative outlet had encouraged lawbreaking? Not to mention the massive double standard that is playing out here. Now, President Trump made it very clear he's going to deport criminal illegal immigrants, and it was one of his key campaign promises. Now, that's not stopping the left and the press from relentlessly attacking the president. So I want to take a moment and remind these extremely biased Trump haters and critics that are so lazy that it was Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. They said the exact same thing as Donald Trump. Don't believe me? Take a look yourself.
It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
We all agree on the need to better secure the border and to punish employers who choose to hire illegal immigrants. We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law. And they are showing disregard for those who are following the law.
Today, our immigration system is broken, and everybody knows it. Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported.
So where was the outrage over those statements? Now, this exposes the rampant hypocrisy from the alt-radical left, and it proves that they'll attack Donald Trump, President Trump, on anything to try and score cheap political points. Now, President Trump, just like many of his predecessors, he wants to keep Americans safe. That's the bottom line here. The left wants to play the race card, while the president wants to stop the drugs from pouring across the border. Now, let's look at some of the statistics here. According to a 2015 report from the Migration Policy Institute, an estimated 820,000 of the projected or estimated 11 million illegal immigrants living in America, they're convicted criminals. And in fiscal year 2015, 36.6% of the over 70,000 federal sentences were for crimes committed by illegal aliens. And as we have shown you, I've personally been down to the border at least a dozen times, horseback, in boats, flying in helicopters, all-terrain vehicles. I've seen up close drug warehouses, floor to ceiling, packed with drugs that were headed right for your children. I've seen illegal immigrants being arrested, including one gang member. And 2 weeks ago, we sent a Hannity producer to the border, and he caught on video agents seizing 400 pounds of drugs that were headed to your communities. And back in 2014, this was really important and eye-opening. I sat through a briefing with former Texas Governor Rick Perry, where we were told a shocking statistics about illegal immigrant crime just in the state of Texas. Watch this.
Criminal aliens have been responsible for about 642,000 offenses, criminal offenses.
642,000 crimes in 7 years have an orchestra that we have brave men and women that are literally using military tactics to fight what they consider to be cartels. That is a huge story.
I trust the people, the professionals that work on this border every day. They put their lives on the line.
This is beyond a serious problem. It is impacting every single American, and the American people, you know what? Your families, your friends, your communities are being hurt, and you're paying a lot of money because of illegal immigrants, crimes, and drugs that are coming across the border. It's very simple. President Trump says he wants to stop this from happening. But again, many on the alt-radical left are doing everything they can do to prevent it from happening, and it's putting American lives in danger. Here now to debate the issue, Univision News anchor, Fusion host Jorge Ramos.